Hey guys, I'm Josh with Rocky Mountain, and this is our machine build on the Textron Wildcat XX. Alright guys, so the Textron Wildcat XX. Now this came out in 2018, brand new, from the ground up, completely new machine for the side-by-side market, and it really created a lot of buzz. Now, I'm not going to go over all the different specs and things about this machine. There's plenty of other articles and reviews that will give you a lot of really good information about how this thing handles and performs. And if we're just to bullet point a couple of these, really the big thing is it's a 1000cc machine, and its really standout feature is its handling. It's got a very unique suspension design, and it's just been known to handle really well, and we're really liking the way it handles as well. We had the awesome opportunity to get one of the very first Textron Wildcat XXs into our hands, and we went straight to work in our Powerplant to develop parts for this. So today I'm going to show you all of the parts that we've developed for the Textron Wildcat XX, as well as a bunch of other parts and accessories that we've added to make this machine even better. Alright guys, so starting at the front of the Textron, we added the Tusk impact front bumper. Now this is made from solid steel. It's a very low profile design, but it's really going to stand the test of time. It's also got a hook right here, so if you have to get yourself out of a sticky situation, or maybe you need to tie yourself to an obstacle, you've got that option there. Now, moving on underneath, this is probably one of our #1 must-haves for your side-by-side or UTV, and that's protecting the undercarriage. So we added the Tusk Quiet Glide skid plate. This is a full covered skid plate made from 3/8" UHMW, and this stuff is tough. It has an ultra low friction coefficient, and it makes it so it's easy to slide over obstacles. It makes your machine quieter if there's rocks hitting it, and it really just protects the entire machine and has you not worry about the obstacles you're going over. Now, one of the things about the Tusk Quiet Glide skid plate that's unique with this Textron is that you can see it comes all the way up in the front, and it even has these wings that come out the side, and these protect the boots on your tie rod ends. Now this is awesome for if you have debris coming at you, if you're following another UTV, you don't have to worry about those getting damaged, and they'll just last longer. Now moving on from there, we have the Tusk A-arm guards. Now these are a must-have, especially with your A-arms being one of the lowest points of your machine. You don't want to have to worry about those hitting rocks and obstacles and getting damaged. So with these, it's the same 3/8" UHMW, and these are cut with a CNC, so they're very precise. And one of the nice things about them is that it has recessed hardware along with the skid plate, and then it also has these wings that protect your front axle boots. Now the last thing we added to the underside to keep this thing protected is the trailing arm guards. Now if you've seen the Textron, you know that the trailing arm is one of those unique things about the suspension with this machine, and it's a really big trailing arm and it hangs low. So you really want to get that thing protected and protect your investment. So with the Tusk trailing arm guard, it's the same UHMW material. It covers the entire thing. It's CNC cut, and so it's very precise and covers the entire trailing arm and does an awesome job, and it really mates up well with that skid plate. Now on the rear of the machine, we added the Tusk impact rear bumper. Now this is an awesome piece for protecting your investment and protecting your machine. Not only is it made from solid steel, but it does have the tie point down on the bottom, so you can tie yourself off with when you're going off of obstacles, or it also helps get you out of a sticky situation if you need to. And another unique thing about this rear bumper is that you're able to retain the stock heat shield up right here on the back. Now a lot of aftermarket bumpers actually have you remove this so that you can mount your bumper just right about the top of the heat shield. Now rather than doing that, we have extra tie points up here at the top, which makes this bumper incredibly strong, and it also helps support our cargo rack system, which I'm going to show you next. Now with that Tusk rear bumper, that pretty much completes most of the protection items that we've added to the Textron, and a great accessory for that rear bumper is this Tusk cargo rack. Now with this, it mounts straight to the rear bumper. You can't have it without the rear bumper, and we do have a kit that includes all of it together. And then for your top, you have this cargo rack, which has plenty of mounting and tie-off options, so you can use a cooler or any cargo up there. And then a great accessory for this cargo rack is the Tusk spare tire carrier. It mounts straight up to it, and what's nice about this spare tire carrier is that it's adjustable, so that depending on what size offset you have in your spare tire or your wheel, it's still going to work for your spare tire. Now, this is one cargo option for the Textron. We also have, if you're not interested in having your spare tire be up on top, we have an option where you can put the spare tire carrier actually in the bed of the Textron, and then it fills the entire bed, and then we have a cargo rack that actually mounts over the top of that tire and gives you another option there. Moving on from there, now that you've got your spare tire up here, you need a way to get your machine off the ground in case you ever need it. So we have the Tusk scissor jack mounted to our cargo rack. It mounts right up, it just clamps right in, and it's a solid mount, and it's there just in case. Now, also transitioning into more of that safety realm, we do have the Tusk fire extinguisher kit. This is a great option. It mounts right to the cargo rack or to your roll cage, and it's there just in case. Now, continuing on with that safety theme, another thing we like to add is harnesses. Now, the stock seatbelts of the Textron and really any side-by-side, they do the job, but really just not that well. So a harness is a really good upgrade from that stock seatbelt. So we added the Tusk 4-point harnesses. These are an awesome harness. They really keep you secure in the machine and really just add to that peace of mind. A couple nice things about them is they have really nice padded straps. And on the straps, they also have pockets so you can put your cell phone or maybe some snacks in there. So it's just easy to get to. Now, moving on from there, a couple other things we added to the interior of this machine to really just kind of add some functionality and comfort is the 15-inch rear view mirror from QA Parts. This is an awesome option just so you know what's going on behind you, and it's really wide, so it gives you a really good field of view. And then also the A-pillar mirror mounts from Tusk. Now, these are a very durable mirror, and again, it's just really nice to be able to see down the side of your machine and see what's going on behind you. Moving on with comfort in the cockpit, let's talk about windshields. So windshields are a great option. They help keep debris, dust, wind off of you, and there is a lot of different options and styles that you can go with. Now, one of our favorites is this scratch-resistant half windshield from Tusk, and it really just is an awesome option for a half windshield. It's got a very easy mounting system that's easy to take off, and it's toolless. It's got a lip at the top, so it kind of helps keep the wind right off your chest and just kind of blows right over your head. Especially when it's cold, it kind of helps keep you a little bit warmer. But then when it is hot, you're still getting plenty of airflow, so it keeps you cool. Now, we do have a full windshield option, so if you're wanting complete coverage, we have that as well. Now, moving back from there, we also have the Tusk scratch-resistant rear window. Now, this is a great partner to the half windshield and just a windshield in general, and it just helps keep you a lot cleaner. It helps the dust from swirling behind you and landing on your shoulders, and it's really a great option, especially the scratch-resistant. It's nice because it's going to last a lot longer, and it really just pairs nicely with any front windshield. Now, another thing that pairs really nicely with those windshields is actually our Tusk aluminum force roof. Now, not only is a roof going to keep you covered from the elements, protected from the elements, especially when the sun's out, it's going to keep you a lot cooler. But with this one specifically, it's a solid aluminum construction. It's molded to fit the top of the Textron and the kind of the curve of the roll cage. And then in the rear, you can see that you have a spoiler back there. And what this does, it actually has some down fins. And what's nice about those, and this is why we call it the force roof, is that those down fins actually push air down your rear window. And what it does is helps keep the dust off the rear window and also out of the bed. So it kind of just helps keep your machine a lot cleaner. Now, tied with the force aluminum roof is our Tusk LED light bar. Now, this is a 30-inch light bar. We have the curved option as well as the straight option. And what's nice is that the roof is made to take the brackets for this. And so you can get the brackets for the light bar mounted right up to the roof, and then you're ready to go. And a light bar is just an awesome accessory. If you're ever riding at night at the dunes or out on a trail, they light up the trail and you just don't have to worry about what's coming at you, and you can just have a lot more fun. So to finish off our Textron build, we got to talk about what's hitting the ground, and that's our tires and wheels. Now, for our wheels, we've gone with the Tusk Wasatch beadlock wheels, and the beadlock is just really nice because whether you're going fast or you're going slow and rock crawling, you don't have to worry about that bead ever coming off, and just gives that peace of mind. We went with a 15-inch wheel because you need a 15-inch wheel to clear the brakes on this machine. Now, with tires, we went with the Tusk Terabyte tire, and these are actually a 32-inch tire. And what's nice about the Terabyte is it's an all-terrain truck style tire. It's got a great compound and tread design with side lugs. It really works well in pretty much any terrain. And another thing we like about the 32-inch and upgrading to that is with that bigger tire, it's a lot easier to roll over obstacles. We do a lot of rock crawling here in Utah, and so the 32-inch tire is a great option. Now, the last thing we'll talk about is the Tusk Terabyte is actually a DOT tire. And that actually is really nice for us here in Utah, because another thing we've added to this machine is the tusk horn and signal kit. And so that gives us turn signals as well as a horn. And with the DOT tires, we're actually able to make our side-by-side street legal. Now, you're gonna have to check with your local laws and listings to make sure that that's the same case for you, but that is a great option if you're able to do that as well. Okay guys, so that completes our machine build on this Textron Wildcat XX. Now, we've been putting in a lot of work to build awesome parts to make your machines last longer, perform even better, and be even more comfortable under that Tusk brand. So to see all of the parts and accessories that we've built on this machine, make sure and hit the link at the end of this video. Also, if you like content like this, make sure and hit the subscribe button to see everything that we're putting out. I'm Josh, and thanks for watching.